Hey, welcome back to another episode of A Link to the Past. We're going to continue on in here in Ganon's Tower. Just like last time, I ran into these guys in here. Silver arrows just make them quick work. See, I didn't go up last time, did I? No. Three chests. At the big key, well, I could have had that big key if I had gone that way. I don't know why, like, I always assume that, like, forward, like, up in the dungeon is, like, always towards progress. But I guess I could have checked the map. Oh, I hate ice physics. Oh my god, come on, there we go. Alright, and then there was fairies in there. I don't need those. So I just need to work... Oh. Took the words out of my mouth. I was going to say I just need to work my way back to the big chest. Ouch. Should be the red mail, right? Yeah. And I think, unless I'm mistaken for whatever reason, that should be 100%. So now it's just, we got to go topple Ganon off his high horse. Or if you want to consider, like... Also, if you want to consider all the map, like, you know, all the rooms in the map. Oh, come on, man. All the rooms on the map being, like, investigated and all of the treasure chest open, which I don't consider that because, like, you know... I guess it just depends on how pedantic you want to be when it comes to like 100% run, but I think that non-necessary items are really not that, you know, non-necessary items in terms of like, you know, you just get okay, so what is the point of this? Non-necessary items to me in terms of like weapons upgrades or something like that. So is there like going to be a key or something hidden in here? I don't know. Like, we'll reset the room. We'll try one more time. Check one of the skeletons that I hadn't, or the skulls that I hadn't done anything with. If I can... Oh, no, it didn't reset the room. Maybe I need to go a bit further out. Hate these ceiling masters, man. Well, I'm locked in. Not really surprised, because there's, you know... Usually what happens to me is, like, I keep getting locked into rooms I'm not sure I want to be in. I don't know how I got that bomb when I was facing to the left side of the screen. Let's see if that was enough distance. Oh, that was close. Okay, so this has been reset. Is it really one of those things that you can only open one, or do you have to do it a very specific way, or... Ouch. Can move that up. Can move this to the right. Potion. Okay. Okay, so it was just a restock room. Alright, so... Nowhere really else worth going this way, so we'll go to the left up here. Unless I'm wrong and I needed to go down, but... I'm on an adventure. Like, I can explore. Did I ever go up these stairs? I don't remember going up the stairs. Oh, so it's there. And then, of course, there's more stairs up here. Which I think the whole reason of going down there was just to get the big key, right? Ow! That anti-fairy knocked me into that, and it caused me to drop the, that skull I was carrying. See that? Ouch. Do I have to, like, murderlize that guy? Or do I just have to hit the right switch? There we go. Ugh. Stuck on the... I was stuck on the peg, whatever you want to call that. So I know we can move that. Which I don't know why we want to move that if we would want to move that. Ouch. I mean, I basically got like triple defense at this point. I'm not too worried about it. Any of these move? Like this would be like the gravity suit. You know, the green tunic is power suit. The blue tunic was the Varia suit. This one is the gravity suit. Unfortunately, we don't get the Phazon suit in this one. You know, we don't get 4 upgraded healths, defense and stuff. Of course, I think the only thing the Phazon suit really did, I don't think it upped your defense, did it? I think it only like allowed you to walk on Phazon, right? I'm gonna do a Metroid Prime playthrough at some point. When, I don't know. I know I'm going to. Oh god. There we go. Press a button to open the door. The timing was good, it's just it was not beneficial to hit it and try to walk around, I guess. There we go. Ah, I almost took a hit there. I don't remember if the floor goes away. This is one of those spots that you have to do this, where you're just barely, you know, barely hanging off the edge so that you can hit that with a Pegasus shoe and bounce over, but it's only for fairies, which I did lose one, so I might as well get it back and get full health too, or as close to full health as I can get. Alright, nice, because I think we're getting real close. Real close. You know, it is kind of strange, isn't it, if you think about it, that, like, the sword and the shield, the best sword and shield in this game are gold, and, like, Link's tunic doesn't reflect gold, like, any kind of design of gold at all. I mean, I already mentioned that I thought it was weird that the blue tunic didn't have a blue hat, and that now the red tunic has a purple hat. Like, and they're not red and blue and stuff. Like in the original, which is, you know, the red and blue tunic are obviously reference to the tunics in that one. Man, am I gonna go through another room, the same exact room again? Because that was the second time. Now it's just all ice. Alright. It's actually an opportunity to squander it and just not get a fairy out of that guy. Story of my life. Alright, second boss. Slightly harder because now they added something that spits fireballs at you if you swing your sword. But like, my sword damage should be so good that it shouldn't take very many hits to... Yeah, 2 hits kill these guys now. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I love the sound of the enemies getting, like the bosses getting killed in this game. Reminds me of Yoshi's Island for some reason. Don't know why, but, you know, Yoshi's Island is one of my favorite games of all time. Ether! Ping! Ah, we got these, like, you know, death version of Wizrobes, which there's still nowhere, still nowhere near as bad as, like, the, blue Wizrobes. Blue Wizrobes in the original Zelda game. Okay, I think we need to book it across here. I couldn't remember if that was one that, like, fell or not. Anyone who watched the playthrough of the first Zelda knows how I feel about the blue Wizrobes and the extensive detail I go into about why they are some of the worst enemies in that game. And I guess I can this one falls apart. I guess I can just like touch upon it. Like the blue Wizrobes, so like the orange Wizrobes stay in place like that, right? And that uses way too much magic, doesn't it? I probably shouldn't have like gotten rid of that skull now that I'm thinking about it. So the blue Wizrobes, they don't just stay in place, they move around and warp all around in the room that you're in. Ah, dang it. I swear those skulls were in the perfect spot to knock you. So, what ends up happening is if you, when you walk, anywhere, oh man, that's not cool. Like when you're walking around, the, blue Wizrobes move around and they start to warp and stuff through the room. But what ends up happening with them is that if you're in their line of sight, they just spam magic like with no cooldown, and if you have the magic shield you can block it, but every time you try to attack them, you put the shield down to do so. So you end up like, you know, causing yourself to drop your defenses to do an attack with them, and it just sucks. It's really difficult to make it through a room with blue Wizrobes in the original Zelda and not take a hit. So you're probably going to have the potion just so that you don't die. Here we go, Moldor. He should be a lot easier now because I have the golden sword, unless it's like, you know, has to take like a oh my god. Unless he has to take, like, specific amount of hits. Like, I know it took, with a regular sword, it took 6 hits in Death Mountain, or, like, in the Tower of Hera. And, of course, every time you fall down, it resets, so that's 1. Ow, you suck. Worst enemy in the game, I wonder. Can you swing the sword when you're invisible? One. Okay, 2. So, okay. There we go. The cape made that easy as hell. And, where do we go now? Here? Okay. Got some money. Some money over here. Okay, cool. Ouch. Ouch, I say. There we go. It's getting pretty official. It's getting close. Here we go. We gotta fight Aghanim again. Ho ho ho. It's great that you could come all the way here, Carrot. I am very happy to see you again, but you'd better believe that we will not have a third meeting. Prepare to meet your doom. Now it's the same fight, but like, it's like, you know, in Luigi's Mansion, when you fight the second area boss and it's like a bunch of shadows. And you gotta suck up the shadows and, you know, shoot them back on the guy. It's almost kind of like that. What? Get back here. And he goes to the Golden Pyramid, because the Golden Pyramid is where the connection to the castle in the light world is. So he's trying to escape to the light world, basically. I never imagined a boy like you could give me so much trouble. It's unbelievable that you defeated my alter ego, Aghanim, the Dark Wizard, twice. But I will never give you the Triforce. I will destroy you and make my wish to conquer both light and dark worlds come true without delay. Yeah, so this fight is... I don't know, it's not difficult, but it does suffer from, like, if you, like, because he'll start to break the floor eventually. If you fall in, you start the fight all over again, like, you know. Because, like, you know, you fell and it counts as you leaving the arena. Watch out for the fire bats. I honestly don't know why Ganon... There we go. He starts to, like, break the floor out. I honestly don't know why Ganondorf... Or, you know, Ganon didn't just... Instead of sending him to the Dark World, you know, he did the whole villain thing of, like... Oh no, like, I'm so cocky that, like... I suspect that you, instead of just taking care of you when I have the chance to, I'm just gonna, like, you know, let you get away. You are doing well, lad. But you cannot, but you, can you break through this secret technique of darkness? On guard! Oh yeah. I think that was... So basically, you do that, he's like, what? And when he turns silver, when you hit him, you have to hit him with a silver arrow. Ah! He landed on me. but I have fairies, so hopefully I have enough to get through here and not fall to my doom. Ah! When Ganon is done, give him his last moment with the silver arrow. Do you understand? Yeah, I was doing that, but he just Spartan kicked me into a hole. Now I got to do the whole fight over. I might actually really quickly step off at a fairy fountain. I'm gonna continue to talk in case I decide not to cut it out, but like I may just cut it out if it's not right here where I think it is. Let's see. It should be right over here in either the light world or the dark world. Okay, it's not here. This is a fairy fountain, right? No. Honestly, I think a red potion wouldn't be bad to have. Because it is like max health, isn't it? Yeah, so it wouldn't, I think it would probably just be better to buy that. It's not like, you know, a saving grace. Like, you can just take the hit. You have to consciously use it, but like at least I have 3 fairies, and then that one will quite literally just be like, you know, take the hit, or like drink it when I have like 1 or 2 hits left. And then it's full health. Really obnoxious that he, I think, was like 1 or 2 hits away and he knocked me into that hole. If I remember correctly, in the Game Boy Advance version, there's another like wall like that right here, and you can blow up a hole in the wall, and it has something to do with the Four Swords adventure. I don't remember exactly what's going on with that. I never did anything with it. I never played the Four Swords either. The Game Boy Advance one. I did play the one on the GameCube. And yes, I never imagined, yeah, your whole thing again. Ow, 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 ow. Well, geez, Ganon, you're just standing there taking the hits. No wonder, like, he beats you. Didn't actually do anything. I should have got more potion, like, or more magic, because like it's gonna be a problem when I need to light those candles if I can't, you know, if I can't light them. Maybe that's the whole reason you can restart the fight. Well done, my lad. Yeah, whatever. But can you see in the dark? He says. And I say, I've got my nightlight. Oh, you bastard. I was thinking it might just be better to jump down, because I don't think I have enough magic to, like, Because it's not a one-hit kill when you hit him with the silver arrows, unfortunately. Like it is in the original. And if I run out of... I'm using the lamp because the lamp doesn't use as much. But oh, that sucks. Well, I might as well go buy another magic, full health potion and, like, drink it down. And, see if I can get some magic back. Should be able to, though, because they usually do. Pow. Not a lot, though. Oh, man, come on, Mablin. Moblin? Ugh. It's not going well, is it? Ain't nobody got magic for me? That sucks. Okay. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. This would be faster, I think. Because then I won't be wasting time looking for it. I'm gonna come up here where the witch is. The witch's hut is. And then I'm just gonna grab a green potion and use it. Well, actually, I'm gonna buy a blue potion and use it because it does both. And it's actually technically cheaper than buying a red and a green. Yeah, it's 20 bucks cheaper than buying a red and a green. Then we're gonna buy some red potion, and we're gonna hope that that's not, you know. Okay, so put the boomerang on until I get back. Get out of here, Wobbuffet. That's this way, right? Yeah. Okay. Almost back. Hopefully third time's the charm. I got that bee's mad at me. Get out of here. Alright. Round 3, dude. Try and get as many hits as I can. I always end up rushing in and doing as much damage as I can in a lot of the games. When I play like a fighting game, like I usually play characters that allow me to do that really well. Like whenever I play Street Fighter, if Sakura's like available, I always use Sakura because like her Shoryuken, her Shoryuken is like, especially with Heavy Punch, makes her travel half the screen to do it. So she rushes in, so it gets you in the right, like, perfect spot. Alright. So what I need to not do is I need to not swipe him with the sword when he's at the bottom of the screen and I'm on the same side. Because what happens, I noticed was happening, was that like I'd end up bouncing off from my own sword. I'm gonna use one of my red potions. There we go. I didn't think it was going to let me do it there for a second. I was like, why am I not? Why is it not letting me use it? Here we go. Yeah, so I think the power play is not accidentally knocking yourself off the ledge. Oh, there he is. He's defeated. Ganon is destroyed. Link holds up his sword in like triumph and he's like, "Where did my shield go?" I was like, "I don't know." Sometimes the best defense is a good offense, you know what I mean? And so when we walk in, we get mode 7 Triforce pieces. Welcome, Carrot. I am the essence of the Triforce. The Triforce will grant the wishes in the heart or the mind of the person who touches it. If a person with a good heart touches it, it will make his good wishes come true. If an evil-hearted person touches it, it grants his evil wishes. The stronger the wish, the more powerful the Triforce's expression of that wish. Ganon's wish was to conquer the world. That wish changed the Golden Land to the Dark Land, or the world. Ganon was building up his power here so he could conquer the Light World and make his wish come completely true. But now you have totally destroyed Ganon. His dark world will vanish. The Triforce is waiting for a new owner. Its golden power is in your hands. I guess this is also one of the reasons why I felt like all the other Zeldas and all were like a retelling of the same story, because Link always defeats Ganon and it's like peace and stuff. Now touch it with the wish in your heart. Ah, it's bright. The Return of the King, Hyrule Castle. Am I remembering correctly? Is this like only in the English or like the, you know, outside of Japan release or something like that? Because, you know, the king was clearly dead. This guy clearly died. So maybe his wish was to bring everybody back to life. That guy's homecoming. Vultures rule the desert. Those bastards. The bully makes a friend. So they didn't look too different from their the physical forms. Your uncle recovers. Flippers for sale. The guy's got dolphins over there. The witch and assistant. Twin lumberjacks. Woodsmith's hut. The flute boy plays again. The haunted grove. Venus, Queen of Fairies, the Wishing Well. The Dwarven Smiths. Swordsmiths. The Bug Catching Kid. Don't you wave at us, guy who always ran away. The Lost Old Man. I wonder if his, like, granddaughter got back. The Forest Thief. The Lost Woods. And the Master Sword sleeps again. Forever. Except not forever, because Nintendo couldn't keep making money off the franchise if it did. And then it's the credits. I think that's pretty much it as far as it goes. I don't think it shows anything else. You know, but it always makes me... I don't always watch the credits. Like, whenever I get the ability to skip, I usually do, like most people do. But, like, at the same time, it kind of, you know... Showing the credits give the people who made the game their due, you know? But, I mean... I don't really think I have much of anything else to say. I mean, that was pretty much it. That's the whole game. Unless I am wrong for whatever reason. I think it was 100%. I got all the items. I got all the upgrades as far as I know. I'm always torn about upgrades and stuff in games because on one hand, it's like... if it's done right, it's a great reward for doing, like, some really difficult stuff, right, in a game. Like, you achieve something that was, like, really difficult and noteworthy. You get a good reward for it, but at the same time, what ends up happening is, like... you also make the game, like, really easy. You know what I mean? Like, you end up, like for an example, I think I don't know if I've ever talked about it before, but, like, a lot of the worthwhile upgrades and unlocks in Resident Evil 4 kind of make the game, like, stupidly easy after, like, you unlocked them. Which, by that point, depending on which upgrade we're talking about, you probably already have maxed out weapons and have run through the game enough times that the game's already easy anyway. Because once you get, like, the best weapons unlocked and have them, like, fully upgraded, the game just becomes, like, you know... for me, it was one of those games, and it still kind of is. I haven't played it... Let's see, the last time I remember playing through Resident Evil 4 was either November or December of 2023 or 2000... Yeah, I think it was 2023. November or December. And it was basically like... I was playing on the PS4 version, the HD edition, on my PS5, and it was like, alright, I'm gonna unlock... what does those numbers mean? Those aren't deaths, I know that. Said games. I don't know what that means. I didn't die in Turtle Rock, did I? Cannon's Tower 2? I don't know. Is that like deaths? I don't know what that means. Total games played. Maybe that means I died and started again. You know what I mean? But just to finish what I was saying real quick, because this is done. So I finished getting all of the trophies unlocked, and you know, it's just one of those things. Like once you get all of the best weapons in the game and get them fully maxed out, like you really have, even on the hardest difficulty, you have like no real challenge. Especially when you unlock like the hand cannon and get it fully maxed out and it's unlimited ammo. The only problem with the hand cannon at that point is like the recoil is so strong that like the firing rate is really low. But I'm just gonna leave that there. I appreciate you watching. If you made it to this point in the video and you watched the entire series, I really, really appreciate it, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.